And here we are. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mechanism, episode 9. I am your host, Tim, the one and only shot of Mecha. And, man, we got some slim pickings tonight because everybody had some stuff come up or some things happen or stuff like that. So, right now, it's just the three of us. So, hopefully there will be more joining later. I know Freddie said he was running late. So right now it's just me, Brian, and Mike. So we're gonna make this work as best as possible. So you guys, ready to have fun?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's a resounding yes, everybody. A resounding.
I wasn't sure if you were talking to the list or the viewers or us.
Squad of the crew.
I think it's all of the above.
I think we're all ready to have some fun.
Hell yeah!
I'm glad to be back. Let's put it that way.
Right? Because you've been moving, right?
Yeah. Oh God, that was a rough month, man. I got so much crap. You never realize how much you have until you go to move it.
Yeah, right.
You think, oh, a 26-foot truck is plenty, right? Oh my God! Pack that thing to the doors. I mean, it was just stupid.
Yeah, right. Oh man. So hey, you know what? Tonight, I think, guys, would be a great opportunity to answer some questions from the chat because it's, like I said, it's just the three of us right now. Sure. So, hey, you guys watching, if you guys got questions for any of the three of us, man, shoot them across the chat, and we'll be happy to answer them at this point. But let's meet Mike and let's meet Brian here just right quick, see what they're working on, get some updates from them, and then we can just kind of shoot the shit and go from there, see what happens, right?
Oh, come on. Don't do that again.
No, that was you, man. Mikey? And Mikey? And Brian. And they're both gone. Oh. Hey guys, it's good to see you.
Did you guys lose me?
I think we lost both of you.
Oh, for the love of God!
What a night, right?
No, I just was trying to duplicate the window. Anyhow, I'm back. Mike, you're back. Wonderful.
Yeah. It's like both. Actually, it's like both of you dropped out there for a second.
Yeah, I was listening to you, and then you went and froze up, and it was like one word was coming out of your mouth for like 7 seconds. I was
like, that.
Okay, so I'm back.
It was just me there for a second. I was just like, holy shit!
It's not even moving. It's just your picture. Your video's down.
Yeah,
Brian's video's down.
Oh, all of a sudden it's Tim's show again.
Yeah, like holy shit! I wasn't prepared for this. I actually have to do work tonight.
No, fuck.
Come on.
Oh, hilarious.
No. Oh, and look, Mike's gone again.
Again?
Yeah. Look at it. It's just you and me. Holy shit.
The gods have laughed at us.
If that's what you want to call it, sure.
Here we go.
It's like it said the call was lost, and then all of a sudden you guys popped up again. I don't know what's going on.
Hey man,
new house, I guess. I don't know.
This is great.
This is gonna be the worst 2 hours ever.
Best 2 hours ever.
Maybe.
Come on.
All right. I'll be positive.
Anyway, Mike, before we lose you again, introduce yourself. And tell everybody what you're working on.
My name's Mike. Michael Gundamonium Works on Instagram, Gundamonium on Facebook, and I just moved, so everything was packed away for like the last month. I've been moving, and then so now I just got the new setup. Finally. So I took everything out of the box. Some of the stuff I left in bags on the pegboard in front of me, but I got a pretty cool little new setup. I can turn around and paint right behind me. The room's only like, I would say that the weird part is the door's on an angle, like a diagonal in the corner. But if you were to make the room square, it's about 11 by 9.
Do the doors open?
Yes, they do. Inside joke. Yeah, Brian's going, what's that supposed to mean?
No,
he has no idea.
I get it.
That's a long time ago.
No, I get it enough. It's all right.
So, yeah, that's the joke that's never going to go away from me. I mean, you passed out your chair once, dude. That's never going to go away. but this is the thing that's since 2015 this has been going on. So, but anyway, I'm working on the 120 scale Gerwalk Max Factory monster here. The last thing I did before I packed everything away was I put the fiber optics and everything in the cockpit. So let's see if I can get the focus on him. You can see the screen. Kind of hard. The camera's trying to focus on my hands and not him. But anyway,
should have been a hand model.
Yeah, I got them paralleled down to 2 wires here that run on 9 volts. So the whole system's going to run on 9 volts. So basically, every circuit in this project will have 3 LEDs that will, of course, be in series, and then I can parallel all those down to 2 wires and eventually run it off a single 9-volt battery. It seems complicated, and it kind of is, I guess, in theory. But so what I was thinking of doing tonight was putting some LEDs in the wings. I haven't sealed these up yet because I wasn't sure how the weapon set was going to attach when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see photos of it, and there are pins that will go in these 3 locations, which are actually pin locations inside the wing. So that being said, I can seal this up, and then when it comes time to add the weapons, all I've got to do is drill these holes and then mount them. So,
and that's the like the weapons bundles, basically.
Yeah, it's going to come with probably 2 sets of boxes, some nukes, pretty much everything that
you get
Hasagawa.
You get the 2 like big red tip nukes. You get like the 3-pack bundle, and then you get the
5 missile boxes. I can't remember the actual number, name of them.
I don't either, but I'm using them on my build too.
Yeah, it's pretty identical, just in
huge
what you get in the box that you would get with the Hasagawa 148s and the 172 weapon sets.
Yeah.
Come with those. So you'll get a variety of different things, so you can pretty much bundle whatever you want on the wings any way you want. So that's what I was going to do, but it's kind of slim tonight, so that project may not be as something that there's going to be a lot of thought process and a lot of thinking involved with. So I'm not sure I want to do that, take up too much time just staring at nothing. So I may move on to something else. I might actually do some painting. I don't know. I've got the legs I still got to deal with. These are finally sealed up and glued. I haven't finished taking the seams out of them yet. But I do have some completed painted pieces. Let's see. This is what I showed last time. This was the missile pod section that I finished painting. This is an LED behind that. That's a piece of glue tack that I had over it to protect it from the paint. But I got all the seams out of this bad boy. Thank God. And what a pain that was.
Beauty.
So that's all painted and ready for some clear coat and some panel lining. And I've got a few other things that are not really within reach. I had to move things around to make room for the laptop. So anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
I'll figure something out tonight. So.
Hey man, like I said, we can answer some questions and stuff like that. Just chit chat.
You bet.
Hey.
I also found a huge ass seam that showed up after I moved, and I don't know why I didn't see it before. So I had to re-putty this sucker right here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. We were talking about lighting before you jumped in earlier, Tim. So maybe we'll talk about that again.
Yeah, it might be the lighting. I can see better now. Now I'm going to see more mistakes. I hope.
Double-edged blade.
I know. It's so great, but now I can see everything I missed.
Nice. All right. Good stuff, Mikey. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. Thanks.
All right, let's go over to Brian. Brian, introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're working on, buddy.
What's up, guys? My name is Brian. I go by the handle Bro Builder on the social medias. Right now, I'm gonna switch my camera. I'm working on this big effing mecha. My OMC build. I'm so far rough name is it's the Flea, and it is a quad mech that I made out of a bunch of different parts, a bunch of like resin stuff, and that I've made. And then a bunch of other Bandai parts and a bunch of scratch built shit. Unfortunately, Freddie's not here yet because I was going to give him a little bit of props and say that for once Freddie was right. and I got hit. The green stuff works. If I can get this off, here we go. I got the roll maker, and I got these beautiful. I don't know if it'll focus on it, but I got these beautiful cables out of that roll maker just last night. Doesn't look like it's focusing, but oh well.
Oh my god, you got his tentacle machine?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got the small one and I got the big one too. Because you can do a lot of different things with them, and it's like, why not? I use epoxy putty all the time, so hey, let's just do it and have a good time. So, yeah, I was doing some filling on some of the other aspects of this kit. I'll just leave this aside for now. And I've just been doing some filling. I did a bunch of filling last night, epoxy puttying, and then like greebling in on these ammo pods that will eventually feed. They're like ammo hoppers that'll feed the chain guns. So I'll be doing some cleanup on those tonight. And then I'm also got, here it is, this IBO cannon, this gigantic IBO cannon is kind of janky and weird. So I'm going to make this into maybe either a gigantic railgun or like some other like big salvo cannon to mount onto the back of this. That's gonna, and then I've got the missile pods too. So yeah, that's what I'll be working on tonight. Doing some greebly work and some panel work, some cables. So it'll be kind of like an interesting night.
Nice.
That's gonna be crazy.
Are those Gatling guns, are those from that?
Yeah, dude, they are.
Chinese ones?
Yep. Yeah, those are the. I have them right here.
Yeah, I just got a set of those too.
Yeah, they're really, really good. The M134s, the M134s. On
nice.
That kit.
And that's without primer. That's just straight right out of the box.
Yeah. That's OOB. I did a little bit of work, like cleaning up some sanding, and I glued a couple of parts together for like the short term.
Yeah.
But,
how did you deal with the barrels? Because I was kind of trying to just put it together a little bit, and it seemed like it was a really tight fit.
Oh, I didn't have an issue with the barrels actually.
You get the barrels to those rings.
The only thing that I've had no issue with the barrels and the rings. I'm sorry to hear that you've had either set that I put
seemed
together.
pretty tight. Like at one point when I was, I don't know. Maybe
I want to take it apart and then like clean up all the seams because there's two seam lines on every barrel. But
yeah,
what are you gonna do? But no, I haven't had any issues with that. The only thing that I've had a problem with is these like cover hatches that fit inside that like cover a mechanism detail that are superfluous, and they just always pop off. So that's the only issue I've had with them. I did have to like to get them to work on because I co-opted some Iron Butlered Orphans 1/100 mechanics sets for like the arms to hold the trigger mechanisms. So I did have to shave those down a considerable amount to, let me get this off of here, to get those to fit. So let's see if I can get this to focus on in the camera. Yeah, I had to shave it down. It is not focusing. I had to shave it down quite a bit.
There it goes.
There you go. Yeah, so I had to shave that down quite a bit all around to get that to hold in the hand, but where it is now, it's perfect and holds incredibly strongly. So,
nice.
No complaints.
Nice.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Now those long box kind of details on the back of that thing, are those from that Star Wars kit?
These here? Yeah, those are Star Wars greebles, bro. Yep, those are hacked out Star Wars greebles. I've got some more too on the front of it, on the front of the head unit. I've got this unit here is a bit of a greeble from Star Wars, and then what I'll do is I'll add a lens and an LED behind that as well. So this is like basically in my cannon for this. This is like the main targeting element. It's got like some sub sensors down here. It'll have some other elements that I haven't added yet, but this is basically the main targeting sensor for the unit, and it has this like polycarbonate like protector, if I can get it to slip on, from the Hexagear set that like slips over it, and then this thing right here I'll have damage done to this as well. So there'll be like bullet wounds and other contusions on this that'll be like painted out with like hexagonal or polyagonal damage marks to just give it like with some translucence and some stuff to give it layers both sides, just to kind of add that element of realism to it.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, man.
Cool.
The flea,
really
I love
nice
it.
When you can finally primer the whole thing, and it'll just look so much different with all the different colors. It's hard to see everything.
I know it's a hot mess
up close, but then once it's like you get that first layer of primer, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, when I get to
That's
that
cool.
gray primer, the gray primer pops. Black primer hides everything. It's like when you see like a prototype car and it's all blacked out with plastic and tape and shit. Like they do that for a reason. So it's like you can't tell what it looks like.
Nice. That's awesome, dude.
Oh snap! So Chris
Very
R in the
cool.
chat says, "What tool did I use? What tool did I use for what?" Are you talking about for the hoses?
Yeah, I think so.
The wool maker. Hang on, I got them right here, and I'll totally pull that out. This is something that Freddie was wrong. Oh, Freddie Torres brought into the squad. It is basically a Green Stuff Works roll maker. What you get is a series of mating plates. These are the big round plates that come with the extra large set, and you get a couple of guides that can lock into either position on the roll maker depending on the shape that you want to make. So if you want to make like these ones that look kind of like earthworms, like the segmented look, whether it be square or round, because there is square as well, you get 3 different kinds. Like I said, you can match them to make lines on the short grain. You can flip the guides to be the other direction to make long grain lines, or you can alternate the 2 pads cross grain and make corn on the cob.
Jesus.
Yeah, I made a bit this morning. I'll go grab it when the camera's not on me. But
That's funny.
But yeah, they're not that expensive. You can get them on eBay. You can get them from the actual company themselves. Go check them out.
Yeah, I did. I almost thought of that.
I jumped on it because I love me some hoses. I love those hoses. Ziz.
Nice. I don't know, man. It's still Freddy's tentacle machine to me.
Oh sure, no, we can call it that from now on. We can dub it Freddy's tentacle machine.
Oh, it's just too good. It's just too good not to.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very good, very good. Well, thank you, Brian. Appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right, let's de-engage the camera here and let's just kind of shoot the shit. How shall we? Let's see. I know we had some questions from some folks. So Space Rat 53, he's in the chat. He says advice for starting panel line scribing. What do you guys think? What's your take on panel line scribing there, guys?
I would say get some reference material. There's some good. I think even some of the you've documented some stuff and posted some photos, but there's a book. In fact, let me see if I can grab it really quick. I'm going to step away because I don't think my cord's going to reach over there.
He might be talking
Actually,
about. Are you talking about the GPF book, Michael?
I think Scratch Belt Revolution.
Oh, you're thinking that one?
Yeah, that one's got some good scribing references in it as far as how to design your own panel lines that don't look, what the do's and don'ts basically, like don't, do right angles, don't do, I see like this guy right here. And they're just on like page 2, basically talks about avoiding 90-degree angles, and it shows some samples of planning, with your parts, and how to do that stuff. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we'll get it close enough. Anyway, I mean that was probably my first little bit of reference material that I used when I first delved into it, and I used this book for inspiration when I did my Jesta. But I don't know. What do you think? I mean, that's
Brian. What's your take?
Gives us some ideas.
I try first to think about what I think is missing from the design of the suit. Like when I was doing my Gear Dogga, we'll call it the Gear Dog Fighter. I'm gonna go grab the bad boy.
The heck was that?
No, they're all art bins, so they lock shut, and all the bins are completely separate. So I spilled nothing. It just sounded great.
It sounded like you tripped over something and just ate shit in the corner of the room or something.
Absolutely not. I'm huge. Are you kidding me? It would have sounded way better.
Tim, I like what you said one time about panel lining, I think, and scribing. I was watching one of your feeds one of your broadcasts one night, and you said something about thinking about what goes on underneath the armor and where a panel would be, an access point would be for the maintenance crews that need to work on these things. And
that's exactly what
designing
I was getting
panel lines based on that. So that's probably a very good representation too. So
no, that's exactly what I was thinking too. And so when I first did my main panel scribing initial jump off, whatever you fucking want to call it, I jumped into the deep end on Agira Daga. I was looking at like the big calf armor. You know, they have like the vents on the two sides, inside and outside, and like all this stuff around there, the hoses and pistons and everything. But there was no access. So I thought about the same kind of thing that you're talking about, Tim talking about, Michael, is functionality. You have to think about how the hell are they going to service this stuff. I work on machines all the time, and I'm sure lots of people do. You have to have panels to access the bits that do the things you need them to do, and certain parts are going to wear out sooner than other parts will. So they need better access panels. So if you're in a joint like an ankle or like near a knee or something that is going to be high mobility, like say you've got some sort of like back cannon that is going to be moving around a lot, first and foremost, when you're building that kit and you're weathering it, it's going to have way more wear there just because of the use of the thing. But you're also going to have to worry about what kind of access you're having. So if you're dealing with panel scribing and adding elements to it, think about like the guy that has to fix that fucking thing. Not even the guy, think about the dude that has the grunt that has to go in there and replace the hydraulic seals. You know, that poor bastard. You know, make it easy for him. So
I think probably the best example of all this is, you know, Mike's an automotive technician. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
So he rents his own cars all day, and I'm sure, Mike, you've run into plenty of cars where you're cussing and fighting something, and you're just like, well, why did they bury this in the engine or something like that, right?
Well, fortunately, I work on Japanese cars.
Wow.
and they actually do put thought into the way they engineer shit.
Right.
However, I have worked on my fair share of domestic vehicles like vans and stuff where they put 3 spark plugs that you can get to from this side, and then there's that one in the back corner, and you're thinking, God, what an idiot! Why did they just put a panel right here that you can take off and get to it? Because you gotta have an extra joint in your wrist or something to get back there and get it.
Right, or a special wrench with an extra bend in it. So,
exactly.
And you only get a quarter turn out of the damn thing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. At a time, right? So you're cramping up the entire time.
Yeah. So I mean, I think something like that is, you know, incredibly important, especially when you're trying to, you know, get that realism factor, you know, that illusion of scale, as we say, you know, putting some thought into how the mech is going to be maintained when it's not, you know, out fighting and getting the shit kicked out of it. You know, those are some thoughts that you definitely want to throw into it. Another thing that I tend to think about is, you know, what are your more expendable? What are your more, you know, the parts that are going to wear out more, right? You know, you look at a car. You know, they've got quarter panels. They've got bumpers. The bumpers are made out of plastic for a reason nowadays, you guys, because they're easy to replace, right? Right, Mikey?
Yeah,
exactly.
There's not a lot to them. It's just basically a skin.
Yeah,
and it's actually, isn't it like better for the bumpers to be made from plastic as opposed to being made from thin gauge steel because it does less damage to the other car?
Well, there's also
too, right?
There's also a little bit of rebound.
Yeah.
Metal is going to bend and continue to hold its shape once it's distorted, whereas plastic will bounce back depending on on the severity of the damage. But
well, I mean, it's, you know,
yeah, they are much less expensive, I think, to replace.
Yeah,
probably costs you more to paint it than it does the labor to put one on.
Right. Well, it's easier to replace too. So I mean, you got to think in terms of mechs going into battle. You know, think about those parts that need to be replaced. You know, probably on the feet, probably on the shoulder armor. the places where the thing's going to get knocked and dinged all over the place. The knee armor, probably. Those components. So, when I'm thinking about panel lines, I try to think about, what parts need to be replaced. What has to be taken off and put back on. So, I think that's a good starting off point.
And then utilize your reference materials, in order to design those panels so they don't look like you just cut in squares. Into a panel.
Yeah, and that's where, like, what you build out, Michael, that Scratch Build Revolution, those kind of guys help you, like, get a good head start without messing too many things up, right?
It gives you basic references to, like, this is how to design a panel line that looks like a mech and not like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it looks professionally done versus, a bunch of straight lines,
right?
Vertical,
well,
a bunch of right angles and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, there's also got to be a little bit of aesthetic flair to it as well,
Right.
Because we're dealing with something that's not real world.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't.
There's got to.
You just crushed my dream.
Hold on, giant robots aren't real? What?
Sorry.
Hey, Freddie,
my strategy.
Your shirt says, "I build giant robots if they're not real, Tim."
Yeah. On a moderately small scale.
It's all been a lie.
You mean Tim was wrong this time?
Yeah.
Sorry. How you doing, Tim? How you doing?
Freddie. Freddie.
We needed another body in here. We were just.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation.
Shut your mouth.
No.
I had no idea what you guys are talking about.
You shut up.
Well, earlier I was saying that Freddie was right. I got those green stuff maker rollers and I love them.
Yeah, he was showing off his tentacle maker, man.
Yeah.
Good work, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so Freddie, we've all introduced ourselves. Now it's your turn, and go.
Hey, Freddie was wrong. Freddie was wrong everywhere on the internet. Let's see, what am I working on right now? Almost done with this thing. Almost.
I love this.
I sculpted some gums for the lower jaw, but it came out looking all weird because I popped it off too early and it warped. So I have to redo that right now. But other than that, this thing is done.
That's awesome.
I love it. It's like a fucking psychotic Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a weird way, right? Like in a small weird way. That's fucking beautiful, dude. I mean,
I love the dead blank eyes. They're just great.
It's not beautiful in a small way. I'm sorry, Dave. It's beautiful in a big way. It looks like Stitch in a small way. Sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I love
Crazy.
it.
It's not scary at all. What are you guys talking about?
No.
You said it was scary.
Yeah,
Chat?
just wait till some
Guys are dumb.
paint gets on that.
Bro,
Is there going to be like pus and stuff oozing out of those little skulls?
Blood.
Blood, of course. Yeah,
A lot of blood.
Jesus.
Yeah. Decided to make a full-on diorama for this.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have it sacrificing. There we go.
See, Brian?
It's gonna be on a mountaintop in the middle of a pentagram, surrounded by impaled dead bear guys making a sacrifice.
You see,
Wow.
Brian, doesn't that go back to what we were talking about earlier? Like, oh, I'm just going to straight build this, and then now it evolves into this 6-month-long nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing was supposed to be a really quick project, but
Of
I
course.
really liked it, and it just kept building and building on it.
Mm-hmm. That's what we were talking about. It's like, I'm not going to put any lights in this one. Oh, wait, I could do this, and then I could do that.
Oh yeah, and if I did this part here and did that, then that
Pretty
my
soon.
God, the people that notice that are gonna be like, oh. The 0.5% of people that will notice.
I mean, that's how
It's so
that's
true,
how
though.
airdrop started.
It's worth
Right.
it. I'm playing for the 0.5%. That's who I'm fighting for.
Yeah, dude. Airdrop started as a simple details test. I was just gonna straight out of box it with just some simple details.
I remember.
How long did that take?
That
I think I remember that post too. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do anything with this. This is gonna
I
be
mean,
nice and simple.
In my defense, the main Jesta is still out of box with just some simple details on it.
Uh-huh.
Everything else is just added on. So
I guess mine would be too. Then, if you consider, I mean, I touched every single panel on it essentially, but it was just top light. It was just adding layers of armor and detail. I didn't do anything to modify the LED. That's an LED unit that Bandai makes that's in it. That's really all I did there.
Yeah, there you go.
I modified the gun a little bit to make it look like it shoots conventional ammunition instead of being a beam rifle, But
pew pew.
yeah, not that
All right,
brass.
so
I need to put brass on the ground,
There you go.
Empty brass.
All right, so Freddie, what the hell is this thing?
So this thing, you guys know about the Gunpla Girl Gang contest going on, right? The summer.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember.
This is going to be my entry for that. I am making a giant bear guy sand monster thing that's going to be crushing like 3 or 4 other petites, like the pulp.
Because why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems wholesome.
It's on a beach, so
Yeah.
technically it's summer.
It's a children's program.
Oh, are those the Kodo hands?
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
I am not gonna actually use these. I'm probably just gonna mold them real quick in what's that stuff called, Uyamaru?
Oh sure.
Yeah, because I don't want to mess these up. Just
Right.
because it's just gonna be covered in sand anyway.
Totally. You can just make them real rough. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole point is this giant monster. Giant monster is gonna be like looming over the bear guys that I created, and it's just going to be, I'll have to extend the arm a little bit, but it's going to be crushing one guy and then punching another guy to like little bits.
Dude, I really didn't mind Spider-Man 3 either.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Hey, I got to throw my spin on it. It's summer.
I love
Fredo.
wings.
Freddie, do you have any other models other than bear guys?
I do.
He doesn't build them though.
Yeah.
Wait till he's an old man like me before those come out.
Oh.
Yeah. So
No, I like
started
it. I like the idea. Your creativity is on point. That's beautiful. Well
I
done.
mean, yeah.
A lot of
started
so
off-
the product that you're talking about, like that quick molding thing that is super non-invasive, like Tim has gone very in depth with silicone. I have like talked about it in the chat and whatever, but silicone can be a very invasive molding material.
Yeah.
So there are other materials that can be used to make molds that are less invasive.
Yeah, and I didn't really care about preserving details too much anyway, because
That's the thing. You
rough
lose.
it up and give it more of a texture to it.
Right.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna pretty much go through the rest of my magic sculpt just on these two.
Nice.
Did you get 2 hands or just the one?
Just one. Switch the thumb over. So I'm just gonna mold it
I got you.
and then switch it over and do the other thing.
Right.
Yeah, these hands are really posable.
So that can be. So how does that change grip? Like change hand positions?
Oh, there's another piece. Here's the palm of it.
Okay.
So
It's like
it's
a
just another piece where you just switch these two around and just switch them over to
I
the
got
other
you.
side.
Cool. So there's no difference between any of the phalanges per se, aside for the position of the thumb.
Yeah, basically.
It looks like you got 2 short, 2 long fingers, and then
No, it's just wherever you add it. It's this area here is raised a little bit,
Yeah.
sticking out, so it just gives it that look that's not completely all one,
I see.
all the same length.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Yeah. Once you turned it, I could see it better.
now Ranger Chris in the chat, he asked what contest this was for. Can you repeat what contest this was for, Freddie?
This is the summer of 0079,
For
Gunpla?
the Gunpla Girl contest.
there you go, Gunpla Girl Gang.
Yeah, Gunpla.
And since Tex is in here, I can say 0079.
Where's Tex?
He likes to yell at me if I don't say 00. I just say summer 79.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. So yeah, so Ranger Chris, if you want to get in on that, hit up Instagram, Gumpla Girl Gang. It's for everybody, not just the girls, but the girls are putting it on. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's the last post from at Gunpla Girl Gang.
Yeah. And Gumpla in Miami is in the chat, and right now I think the bar is pretty much set with that entry at this point. So yeah.
Yeah, I decided to go a little bit more violent route.
The bar is set. The bar is set.
Definitely.
So yeah, so right now I'm probably gonna work on this now and just do the gum thing later because that's a little bit boring.
Gotcha. So what are these like metal tentacle things going to be? Are you going to putty over those? What's the plan?
Basically, so what I would have done is this is just armature wire. I've already secured it to the main body with should better not scratch my monitor with these.
Pretty stout wire.
Magic Sculpt. Well, it's sharp, but the edges are sharp.
No, I said it's some pretty stout wire.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 millimeter.
Yeah.
Aluminum wire. So yeah, secured it to the main body. I'm just gonna build up the middle part with some foil, and then cover the outside with modeling clay. Thinking about using the Sculpey clay, but I didn't want to bake it and then melt the plastic.
Yeah, that would be bad, right?
Yeah. Oops. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna try to figure out how high I want this to be, and I kind of eyeball it. And
well, there's a bunch of other air dry clays. Didn't have to be Sculpey.
This is what I found the easiest, basically.
Yeah.
So hopefully it should work. If not, I could always use something else.
There you go. What's the head gonna look like? Just a traditional bear guy? Is it gonna be creepy like Freddy, the little Freddy monster? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hollow out the eyes and mouth pretty much.
Is it gonna be creepy like you?
I mean, there's already gonna be tentacles.
I thought Tim was gonna say, "Is it just gonna be out of box?"
Tentacles?
Right.
No, that'd be yeah. Then no. Yeah, no, it's not creep. Tentacles don't make it creepy. Tentacles make it sexy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, now that you have
what's the URL, Freddy, again?
That is tentacleman.info.
Tentacleman.info. Everybody go check that out. Tentacleman.info. What's that?
Best $3 I've ever spent.
I think it was totally worth it, honestly. Good stuff. Rock and roll. All right, so let's get back to conversation, shall we? We were talking about panel lines when you got in, Freddie, and kind of starting out panel lining. Do you have any theories on panel lines or anything like that, Fred?
Forgot what. There was a book, I think it's called Scratch Builder Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike showed that.
A diagram in there of how panel lines should be in that. So we don't want to have too small of an angle or anything like that. Buried in my stack of books, but it wasn't.
That's okay. I already pulled it out and put it on the. I already showed.
Here. Yeah,
that's a new one. Yeah, that's the good
pizza one right here.
I haven't seen that. I don't have that one. I mean, I've seen it.
This one's different. If you want to talk about panel lining, lads, this is the GPF panel lining technique. Zach had this one up on his channel a minute ago. Not too bad, in my opinion. It talks a lot about tooling, which is pretty tight, like making your own tools. There's a huge section on layout, a lot of like examples, and it's in multiple languages, which is also tight. But there's a lot of examples of different styles of panel lining and then applications. So I haven't seen the Scratch Build Revolution, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is the one that Freddie's talking about. It's on my screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's cool. I'd like to get my hands on one of those.
It's pretty good. They sell them. There's a friend of mine is actually looking to offload a set of 1 and 2 right now. So if you guys are looking to that, you can either DM me and I'll hook you up with him or whatever. But yeah.
I'll just DM you right now. You can just take that sale off.
Oh, cool. Hey, right on.
The
One or
GPF
two?
book
I'll take a book.
by Anupong Shanarong, I believe is how he pronounces it. Man, he's really good. He's really, really good.
Yes.
Builder from, I want to say, Thailand or
Yeah, I think
Malaysia.
it's Thailand. Yeah, I think it's Thailand.
Yeah. And he's won GBWC before. I think like a year or two before Win won his first. So I think it was like 13, 14 maybe. But he just makes some insane models. And yeah, both books are great, especially the panel line one, the first one that you just showed.
Yeah, the first one is way good. Very, very
Yeah. The theory of it, the designs, everything is just really, really spot on for a panel line scribing book.
good. Yes.
So
Totally.
if you can find it, guys, highly recommended. Really, really good.
Nice. I'll have to look into that.
What's that?
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You should. Yeah,
Yeah.
should.
And Space Rat 53 says any of those books English translated. Yes,
They're
all
all
three.
translated.
Yeah, Scratch Build Revolution and the two GPF books are in full English. So yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Adam at USA Gundam Store, I know he's gotten the two GPF books.
He has the second one right now. I just looked
Yeah.
today.
I think they have the script. Don't they have the Scratch Build Revolution as well?
Oh
Not
yeah, I think
sure.
that. Well, they do. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. You know how it is. That book is popular, so it comes
Okay,
in.
I could have sworn I've seen it, so I know that at least they have stocked it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
carry it, and they're really, really good with their pre-order policies. So
Yeah.
like, you'll get what you order. Like, just hang on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
patience.
did. I waited for a chisel I broke, and I eventually got that. So
Nice.
it's very true.
But yeah, I mean for like layout and stuff like that, definitely those books and kind of the stuff that we were talking about earlier. Now, actual tools. If you guys watch my stream regularly, which I know a lot of people in the chat do, I always recommend 0.15 millimeter for panel lines, 0.3 and 0.5 for your notches. Those are my top three when you're just starting out. After that, if you want to supplement, you can go 0.7 and 1 millimeter. And then beyond that, the choice is yours at that point. So I think that's a good starter set, honestly, because that's what I'm working most of the time. So, yeah, there you go.
I
Hopefully
agree.
that helps. Yeah. Scratch or Space Rat 53 says Scratch Build Revolution and GBF panel line technique for the titles. Yeah. Scratch Build Revolution, not Evolution. Space Rat. Yeah.
Yes.
Revolution.
Yep. With an R. That is correct. Kyle H says, Tim, have you tried the new Madwork round chisel? Yeah, dude. We tried it. A couple weeks ago on the stream.
I have some God Hands ones I got from Zach.
Some God Hand chisels.
I think they're chisels. Hang on. Is it
Oh, they're probably the
the head.
those are the swivel ones.
Yeah,
They're designed to spin.
These little SOs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spin chisels. Is that what they are? Oh, same.
Yes, they make like holes. I don't think they're designed. They're not designed for straight lines. I don't think.
No,
You know what?
those are round ones.
Yeah, these are just round chisels.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was thinking they have ones that are
Yeah.
bladed, but they're made to spin, so they make like a
No,
little.
these aren't the same. Yeah, these aren't quite the
Gotcha.
same. I think they're a similar style, but I never do what the tool makers say you should do. So
Right.
it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm using these like lithography
Blasphemy!
Yeah.
to like carve epoxy. That's just who I am. So find yourself. Sorry. I'm trying to get all zen on you guys. Don't get me weird.
Nice.
Yeah, well, wait till Freddy sees you using your tentacle tool wrong, and then he starts correcting you.
Let's go.
He's like, oh,
There's
this
There's
is
no wrong
bullshit.
way to use it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't use it wrong. You can only use it right.
God, the tentacle tool.
The tentacle tool.
Right.
I'll
So,
pull it out here in a minute.
He said tentacle tool.
The tentacle tool, that is.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry.
I'm Billy Mays.
Jesus.
You may run like me, but you hit like shit.
Oh, I'm gonna make a tutorial video for that.
What, the tentacles?
Yeah, you just gave me a good idea to make it an infomercial.
Oh, God.
Wonderful.
Looks like Billy Mays wearing a tight blue polo and
If there's any way I can help you out, I'll do a testimonial. We can like film it and I'll like send it to you. You can add it or whatever. I'm down.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, because I signed up for 18 plus panel at SabatonCon.
What's that now? Say that again?
Nice.
So
The
what-
18 plus panel.
At Sabaton. So
Sabaton.
hopefully they approve it.
Oh, boy. Sabaton is going to be interesting.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be an interesting time.
Hey, I just saw your decal sign behind you, Tim. Do you have any idea when the next set is coming?
We're talking to Cartograph now, and they are in production at this point. So we're just kind of waiting on them. So very soon.
What colors are you getting?
Let's see. So we're getting the 1/100 in 2 additional colors, red and gray. And then we scaled them down to 144 scale, and we're doing white, red, and gray again. So
Excellent.
white, red, and gray solid colors are going to be your standard colors for Mecha decals. Those are the most common at this point. In the future, we'll probably have some more color choices, maybe combination colors and stuff like that. And then obviously, but all the sheets will be scaled from 1/100 and then 144. So yeah, should be.
So
should
the
be
markings are identical, just different colors.
correct.
At this point.
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So they're all of these sheets will be 001. So the same decal markings. I've got 002. 1/100 scale in the can. I've got to scale that down and rearrange things on the sheet and stuff like that, and get that designed and everything. And then sheet 2 can probably start to take off. But we want to get the other colors and scales out first. So
Nice.
yeah.
So you're just designing them in Illustrator?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Designing them in Illustrator, sending them off to Cartograph like that, and shit, are they nice?
Yeah, I've already got the first set, so
Do you?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I bought a sheet of the first one.
Well, thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I got a handful of sheets of the first one.
That's
A lot
awesome.
of my
I don't have one yet because I haven't got anything from USA Gundam Store.
You
Oh,
suck,
wow.
Freddie.
I didn't want to spend $8 just on shipping.
Wow.
Well, what you got to do is buy more stuff, so your
Right.
$8 shipping goes further.
Buy some more
I know,
bear guys.
I might actually have to do that.
Yeah.
Because
Some of my Macross kits have decal sheets from Cartograph, and they really are amazing. The Hasegawa stuff.
Joel and I were thinking about maybe doing a horror Gunpla competition in September going to Halloween.
Who's that?
Joel and I.
Oh
Two
shit.
Gunpla.
I know
Nice.
that guy.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on, but he
He's
couldn't
all
get
right.
where his fucking cameras figured out.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Troll.
post.
Oh well. Maybe next time.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it took
we'll
me
get the
how many
details figured
shows?
out for next time.
It took me how many shows to get my audio fixed? I mean,
Wow. Hey man.
All of them.
Yeah.
that being all of them.
Right.
It's not fair,
Oh
Freddie.
man.
At least he didn't pass out. Ayo.
Yeah. Oh, who would do that?
Zing.
Oh, right.
Who does that?
Somebody's got to break that cherry. I
Wow.
will take that one for the team.
And that
took
was
it
a good
all
one though too.
You took
What?
it all right.
Oh,
You
my.
took it to the
It was
end.
quality. I came in hot and I left in a mess.
Oh, it was great. That was great. So Edward Leonard in the chat, he says, if you could buy only 3, what would they be? 3 chisels. So like I said, if I had to recommend only 3, for 1/100 scale, 0.15, 0.3, and 0.5 for notches. If you work in primarily 144, swap out the 1.5 0.15 with a 0.1. That would be the only alteration that I would make to those three. So those are the three that I would pick.
Do you have a complete set too?
I do not have a complete set, mainly because I don't need a
Pan
complete
over to
set.
pan over to my camera here.
Oh yeah, look at you. You got shit.
I got them all.
Money
You got a
bag.
lot.
I got everything that. Yeah, they're all standing up right here.
Look at this guy.
So I got 0.0. There's a few that they list, but I haven't been able to find them yet. But if you look at their sticker sheet, there should be a 4 millimeter as well, and a 0.15, I think. It's like in between. No, it's a 0.25. It's in between 2 and 3.
Oh wow.
So this is 0. Not a
I love it.
0.25.
Yeah, I love it.
0.25?
Yeah, 0.25. Yeah.
Where'd you find that? So I haven't been able to get one yet.
Amazon, not the one you have though. I just have like I don't fucking know what this is. Is this
Oh,
Networks?
I'm talking about the BMC stuff.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't get that fancy shit. I'll break it. Are you kidding me?
So I got 0, I got 0.75, 0.1, 0.125, 0.15, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1 millimeter, 1.2, 15, 17, 2, 25, and 3 millimeter. That's pretty much all that BMC has available.
Christ. Nice.
And I broke them down into 4s, so so I got all my small stuff are green, and then it gets progressively larger.
Hey man, we all have OCD at some level, right?
It was a competition. One of the guys up here in Washington was like, "Oh, you can't have all of them if I can't have all of them." So he went on USA Gundam Store and bought like $300 in chisels just so you can have everything that I had.
Right on. Adam, thanks you.
Damn, dude.
And then they all instantly went out of stock at that point.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
Back order.
I want to say, again, if you guys haven't dealt with USA Gundam Store's customer service, they are wonderful people.
Oh, hell yeah.
Talked to them on the phone earlier this week. Super helpful. You can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And their shipping is fast. You might complain about their $8 shipping, but
No.
it comes super fast.
Well, Edward Leonard in the chat, he said, Adam will hook you up if you call. He says, I asked about the $8 shipping for 2 Citadel paints, and he cut it in half and said it was a glitch. There you go.
Nice. Very nice.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You
Rock
see
and
that
roll.
again?
Did you?
Yeah.
No, we can still hear you, man. I can still hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not now.
For a split second.
And, yep, he's gone.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. It happens.
And that's the last we'll ever hear from him for at least 5 more episodes.
Right? Shit. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
You're looking up pretty decent up here.
What are you working on there, Brian? What is that piece?
This is so originally this was going to be one of the dragon heads. I'm going to get in the camera, not to be an asshole. Sorry, guys. This is the Goosian chubby body.
It's a chubby body, yeah.
Yeah, right. So not anymore. So it sits this direction on one of the Kimari legs. I modified it with some styrene, and it'll be a feeder pod for one of the Gatling guns. There'll be an ammo belt that I'll make that comes out of here. It's gonna have to be custom because it's way bigger than any of the Kodo stuff. So I've got ideas for that. I just haven't gotten there. It goes this way actually. So this has just been puttied up quite a bit. I added some greebles, some resin stuff that I've made, some more styrene components to fill out the giant gaps that are just left within the structure. I puttied in all of these holes and then sanded those out all smooth with a little rotary work. Got some Kimari funnel plate here. That'll actually get these. We'll get these components here. Get up close so it can focus. Whoa, I'm way off camera. Sorry. There we go. So we get these little brass nodule components.
Oh, those are threaded inserts.
Yeah, you know exactly what that is. So that you can snap that into a piece of wood. But what I'm going to do with it is I'll drill it out and I'll put one of those in every one of those ports, and then there'll be cables that feed from that into the back of the head of the flea back here. I'll add like another greeble from the cast-off stuff from the Star Wars ship. So I'll add like a port here, and then all of those like 12 wires from both halves of the feeders will run in the back of that to add like that thick element of like tech, like weird tech.
Right.
I'm gonna add a bunch of like tiny little wires that feed in because this is more greebles from the Star Wars stuff. I'm so bad at camera. It's just like hacked up. Here we go. Hacked up greebles that I've just like glued together and just like parted together and then fit into that. So then there'll be more tech in there. And I've got a couple of figures. So my whole theme with this is that it's like a frontline assault mech. And there's like a couple of like tech scouts that are trying to fix it on the battlefield. So I've got a couple of figures that are going to come in the mail. I'm going to mod them. Going to be like trying to just figure out what's going on wrong with the whole diorama that's built around it. So
nice.
That's my theme and my story behind it.
Sounds
But that's
cool.
a long. Yeah, I ordered my GBWC kits this morning. That's why I was talking about USA Gundam Store. So those are coming early next week, and I can get started on that for this year's GBWC.
Jesus, man. What are you going to be working on?
Well, I talked to you very briefly about this, Ken.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's
Sure.
an obscure MS from Crossbone Skullheart manga. It is a very interesting Zaku form.
Oh, it is.
And
It really is.
I'm not quite sure. I know exactly what the form is going to be like. I know exactly what I have to do to make it. But I'm thinking about diorama and accoutrement. So I kind of want to pull from some things that are related to its like own lore or whatever. And then, I have the Harrison F91, so I might as well throw that in too. So, there's a few things. But anyways, it's going to be an interesting end of the summer, we'll say.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah. It's a good idea. And I love the use of the threaded inserts. Now, did you pick those up locally in New York, or did you order those online?
Master, brother.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So just let's touch base on this real quick, because I don't think a lot of people know the beauty of threaded inserts like that. And if a lot of people go and look up threaded inserts, they're going to find the ones that you put in like MDF or something, or softwood, right?
Yeah,
the ones with the spikes and everything, the nasty ones that you're never going to use on plastic models. But what Brian's talking about are heat inserts, and basically they are heated up and kind of melted into plastic, right? And then that way you can, bolt on other things to that, piece of plastic.
I have some big ones if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me?
Let's share the. Hang on, Brian.
I have big ones.
There we go. Oh yeah. See, those are nice.
Yep.
They're just the shape of them are so great.
And you can see they have like a knurl on the outside, and then they are indeed. Oh, come on, focus on me. There it is, threaded on the inside.
Yeah.
So they'll receive wire really well. They'll receive the threads that are associated, but they come in. Here's the small ones I have too. I'll throw those up with the big bastards. So they come in like a bunch of different sizes. So you can focus, you son of a gun. There it is.
There you go.
So yeah, you can see you can add a lot of little details. They work great. Like you use them for thrusters sometimes, don't you think?
Yes. They work awesome as thrusters because they've got that great shape. And you can weather the hell out of them too. And they're just, there's so many uses. They're freaking great. Mm-hmm. So for you guys wanting really inexpensive metal parts, for something like that, McMaster Car is the website. And I'm sure, I've mentioned it plenty of times on the stream because that's where I get a lot of stuff from. And I know Brian's mentioned it a bunch of times on past mechanisms and stuff too. So I think we're both big fans of McMaster Car.
Overnight shipping, like if you order early enough in the day, you'll get it at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's insane. And they have everything that you can think of too. And we're talking tools, we're talking hardware, we're talking raw materials.
My
You know,
goodness,
you guys.
everything. You've got
Yeah.
epoxies, you've got AC plus, you've got all sorts of glues, adhesives, any kind of like plastic, polyurethane, polyethylene, polystyrene, polypropylene, poly want a cracker. Who knows? Everything. Got it all.
Polly want a cracker. That's great.
Yeah.
Let me get somebody asked for the website. Let me get it here for you. Yeah.
MCMASTR, McMaster.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the chat though here.
Yeah, hook it up.
All right. So yeah, there you go, guys. McMaster.com. But yeah, it's just such a great website. I mean, anything. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you buy more than $20,000 worth of hardware from them, they send you a free catalog every year.
20 grand.
Only 20 grand?
Yeah, like my company does. So.
Nice. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, just any tool, hardware, thing that you can think of that you would get at a local hardware store, they're going to have that, and then 100 different variations on it. It's insane.
All about that.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
I mean, being in the auto industry, I used to hear about it a lot.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about it for stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's great for scale modeling. That's where I get a lot of plastic sheet from. And they come in these massive sheets like this. Like it's
wow,
big sheets, right? And now the only drawback is that they don't come in metric sizes, right? They come in, they're all imperial sizes, unfortunately, you know, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. These are really, really good products and very inexpensive.
Like a 16th of an inch thick, or what was that?
No, I think this one is what I think this is. What was this?
What's it? 035 or what?
It's something like that. I think this is. Let me measure what this is. This is,
that's pretty common.
I know you got a micrometer on hand.
Well, I got my caliper on hand. Come on now. This is 0.025 inches.
Oh, 0.25.
Yeah, 0.25 inches. So about
0.75 milli. So 0.25, that's 64. Well, 0.64 millimeter. So
yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Roughly.
A little over
so
half.
I mean, it's, you know, obviously it's a little over half a millimeter, but you know, at that point, it's great for large laminating applications like bases and stuff like that. You know, when I build a base, like the base for AirDrop and Hummingbird and all that, I will not use the Tamiya stuff because that shit is way too expensive to laminate an entire base on. I'll buy the stuff from McMaster Car, get like 4 or 5 sheets of that, and it covers the entire base really, really simply. So, yeah.
Kind of what I did with the original Valkyrie base. It was just balsa wood and stuff underneath, and then just laminated the plastic on top of it so I could build on.
There you go.
That, you know, really thin sheet.
Yeah. But I mean, McMaster Car, I mean, you can get I think like a sheet of polystyrene up to like a 1/4 inch thick, something like that.
You can get it thicker.
Can you?
Wow.
Oh, I bet. Absolutely.
Like straight polystyrene, or?
Oh, well, maybe not straight polystyrene.
Yeah, I was
going to say. Probably would cost an awful effing lot. And why the heck why would you need it? Why do you need that? You don't need that. Why do you need it? You don't need it.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
I used to buy polypropylene in like 4-inch rods at 2 feet. And then I would with ultra high molecular weight oil impregnated polyethylene, not polypropylene, polyethylene. And I used it for downhill slide pucks when I was a skater for Earthwing skateboards in Brooklyn. We used to do like downhill sliding and shit. So I used to make the pucks for some of the squad. and that was the best. So ordered it straight off McMaster, cut it on the bandsaw, slap a little Velcro. Anyway, you can get anything there.
You really can, man.
Yes.
It's an awesome website. All right, so I'm looking at okay, so get this. I'm looking at the sheets right now, and I usually get 12 by 14, but they also come in 36 by 36 inches. But guys, they also come in big old 40-inch by 72-inch size sheets.
A meter by 6 feet.
Dude, yeah. So for a 1/32, that's a big 40 by 72 sheet is only $17.28 before shipping.
It's funny, like people don't realize when you buy that shit in bulk, you can get it so cheap.
Dude, yeah. For a 12 by 24, which is what this is, this big old sheet is a 12 by 24. 1/32 of an inch is $2.42.
Nice.
1/16 of an inch is $4.47. 3/32 is $5.70. 1/8 inch is $7.87. They go 5/32, 3/16, and then the big old 1/4 thick 12 by 24 sheet is only $15.07. Like, come on. It blows my mind. It really, really does.
Bootleg your plot plate, lads.
Yeah, I mean, it's insanely economical.
I guess it's not like bootleg. It's more like going the industrial route. Like, buy it from the source. Cut out the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But Donnie, Arting by DB, he says, wait, I just looked up. Was that a giant sheet of styrene? Yeah, dude, it was. Oh, and look, and Tex is in the chat.
Oh, Tex with the F.
Yeah, why isn't she on here?
F's in the chat
Damn
for
it.
Tex not being on the stream.
Do you see my summer of '79 entry?
Oh, he said it. He said it. So, okay, so those aren't going to be individual tentacles? Is that just going to be like a
massive sand, yo?
A skirt?
Yeah, basically just
yeah, it's Lloyd from Wings.
Okay, stop everything. Freddie, do you have gummy bears in that drink?
it is gummy bears with alcohol.
Jesus Christ.
They're drunk gummies. I don't have any more alcohol, so this is all I have left.
Oh. Can we set up a Patreon for Freddie's booze?
Jesus Christ.
No, we don't need that.
Is this what I have to look forward to at Sabo? Is you getting drunk off gummy bears?
If I make enough and take them there, sure.
Wow.
It's any consolation, I just got epoxy putty in my wine, so.
Oh, dude.
Well, I mean, it was dry, so I can just fish it out with my tweezers.
That's fair.
Sure. It's clean enough, right?
Yeah.
I ain't the boss of me. No one is.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, this is basically just going to be a giant thing of sand coming out of the ground. And it's going to be killing a bunch of bear guys on the beach.
All right. So it's going to be a Sandman bear guy?
Yeah. Whole story is the little petites made a Sandman and got cursed, and it started killing them.
So where does Kirk Hammett fit into it?
Where is what?
Where does Kirk Hammett fit into it? There's got to be a Lars Ulrich in there somewhere.
Right? Do you get it, Freddie?
Freddie's like, I'm too young to know that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Freddie's
I know who
confused
Metallica
so
is.
much.
Spoken like a true fan.
Yeah. Freddie's like, you mean that old band from the 90s?
That I only like about 10 songs of?
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody only likes it. I like
Freddie,
a bunch of weird Metallica songs. So.
Freddie, get the fuck off my stream.
The future is now, old man.
Christ.
Oh,
Dick.
Oh, my.
Freddie is definitely wrong right now.
Yeah.
You're talking shit about Metallica.
right before, but I fucking call that shit back.
Freddie, what kind of music do you listen to? Be honest.
Pretty much everything. Except
Everything you
rock.
listen to. So you like Taylor Swift and stuff like that?
Madonna.
Except country and like
I listen to Travis Tritt every day.
Country.
All day. None but
I don't
Travis.
even know what any of that is.
Country. Did you just say?
I don't listen to country.
Jesus,
You
thank
said you
God.
listen to everything. Now you're lying.
Except those
pissed.
two things.
Freddie's got Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga on full rotation on his phone.
Hey, I ain't gonna hate on rocks from Tay. That's fine.
Freddie, do you seriously? Do you, Freddie?
Tay.
Right?
Yeah,
Just call
Freddie,
her
do you
Tay.
listen to techno and stuff?
Define techno because it's a lot of shit.
Do you listen to EDM?
Some EDM, yes, not a lot of it.
Okay, cool. That's good because you shouldn't listen to too much. Being somebody that goes to the raves, you shouldn't listen to too much E EDM.
Oh, look at this. Okay, so Chris, Mr. Squee over here is white knighting in the chat. He's like music shaming for shame. Chris, we're not music shaming. We're Freddie shaming.
All around.
There's a big difference.
Loser.
I'm Freddie relating. I'm not Freddie shaming.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh man.
You guys didn't see this, but Tina was walking by and just laughing.
What's that?
You didn't see this, but my girlfriend was walking by just laughing.
Hey, it happens. She probably agrees with us.
Just pointing and laughing.
It's better than my wife's stress drinking in the other room. So,
Oh man.
out of love.
Oh no.
Oh,
Tex said in the chat, she says, speaking of losers, anyone see Freddie's GBWC entry?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, womp, 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 womp.
That kind of
Bear guys and weathering don't win GBWC.
that's a little below the belt, isn't it? Come on now.
Well, it is Tex.
No, I wasn't expecting to win.
We love her, but come on.
I wasn't expecting to win at all. I just wanted to make a base for the bear guy.
What did you enter the Mad Max Bear guy?
Yeah.
Okay. And you
I
wait,
did
did you enter the blue balls last year?
Yeah, blue balls.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He who shall not be named was so pissed about that for some dumbass reason. He's such a misogynistic fuck, and he was so pissed about that shit. I have no idea what was going on. I was like,
Wow.
what? Why? I don't even know what am we? I need a beer. And then I went and got a beer.
Oh well. Jesus.
I thought it was clever as hell.
I thought it was great. And to see it in person is even better because then you can see the shape of the base and everything. And the little details that he put on the base. That's the best part, honestly. Because it's subtle. It's subtle.
Yeah.
It's an
I
asteroid.
value. Huh?
Asteroid.
Yeah. I value subtlety.
I would say it's highbrow, lowbrow.
I forgot about the S.
Yeah, see, Mikey knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it's highbrow, lowbrow.
Dude, yeah. You have to look at it from different angles to really understand it.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
You really have to get close if you want to grasp it fully.
There were three conversations.
Actually, like,
You got to get right up on it if you want to give it a good squeeze with your eyes.
Right?
You gotta massage the ball. I
if
mean,
you guys are going
gotta-
to Sabo, I'm taking it to Sabo.
Oh, you're taking blue balls? You're getting blue balls at Sabo?
Chris wanted to see it in person.
He's getting blue balls. It's
I got that right off the bat.
Chris wanted to see
no,
it.
my girlfriend has anything to say about it.
Ba-dum bang. Oh man. Poor Freddie. We love you, Freddie.
Of course.
I make fun of myself half the time. It's fine.
Hey man. It is what it is, right?
We can't laugh at ourselves.
It's by tentacleman.info.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, it's good fun, right? Tex says blue balls at every con. Ouch.
I think that's
Harsh.
like it's in the bylines of going to a conference.
Man. So what's on plan for SCGMC, Freddie? Fill me in, because I'm I need to know. Is anything being planned?
Nothing planned yet besides the venue. I think we're discussing everything either this Saturday or the next build gathering.
I gotcha.
We're getting close. So basically, we just need to figure out. I think to go on Saturday to kind of figure out the table layout and where the panels are going to be.
Is it a bigger space?
Yeah, it's a bigger space.
Shit.
So it would have to be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we were too small last year. We didn't expect that many people to show up.
I was surprised because that was a pretty big room.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was there for the first year of that room.
Not
and
including
it seemed
staff,
huge.
we had about 340 people at it last year.
Wow.
So with
Yeah,
that,
I was supposed to go last year, but then my wife wanted to go to Missouri to visit her father.
Oh, family. Oh.
I know, it's so overrated. So
If
that
I
was
remember
it.
correctly,
That's what got me.
Wasn't your father-in-law having some health issues?
Yeah, there was a reason. I mean, it was a good reason to go. She
Yeah.
was like,
Okay.
I'm not going to California before I go to Missouri. I'm like, okay. And then
Yeah.
I nearly didn't make it out of Missouri. That's,
Well,
I
yeah.
was to go Podunk Airport in freaking Springfield. Oh my god.
Oh.
So it was a highly understandable reason.
Yeah.
So I don't want you
Yeah.
to shortchange your wife here and just be like, oh no, she just wanted to fucking go to Missouri.
I know.
What the
there
shit
was
is in
gonna-
Missouri, right? Like,
But this
there was-
year
legit
we're already
reason.
planning. We're planning the California trip ahead of time. So,
oh
Great.
shit.
and it's my 50th too. So,
Oh.
and
shit.
SCGMC is 2 days after my birthday.
so
Nice.
the question is, are you finishing that Valkyrie in time, Chris?
You're funny. No, yeah. Like, how am I going to get that on the plane?
Very
You're
careful.
gonna check that, right? No, hell no. It's sitting in
No,
my
you
lap.
have to
I'm
ship
buying
it.
I'm buying an extra ticket.
No, you gotta ship that shit. You gotta ship it art ship style.
No, I'm bringing the SDF-1 and the Sinister Sazabi. Those will be
Cool.
Okay, cool.
But I can fit those in one plastic container that will go in the overhead. So I've already got it packed actually. Because when I moved
Nice.
over here, I was like, when I was moving to the new house, I'm like, let's see if I can put this in this box because this is what I'm taking. So, and I was able to get them both in the one container, so I won't have to try to really pack anything and check it. I'm going to take it on the plane with me. I'll
Nice.
check my regular bags.
There you go.
So yeah, so my
I mean,
wife will
who
spend
really
some days
needs
at the
clothing
harbor.
anyway? I mean, come on. Just throw it in there.
Have you seen me lately, Tim?
Ah.
Are you sure you want me to show up?
Just, you know what? Just turn your underwear inside out, wear it the second day. You'll be fine.
You
Yeah,
can
you're
get
good.
4 days out of a good pair of underwear.
All the kids at the concert.
Again?
You know what? Wear a pair, put another pair in your pocket, walk on with it. You'll be fine. Perfectly. You're done.
You just have two, and then
Yeah.
one hangs out the window for 2 days while you wear the other one.
Sing. Bingo. Right there.
Just
don't
don't
need it.
to fly on that Valkyrie all the way down here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I wish I could be done in time.
Spicy.
I don't know. It might be close. I mean, now that I've got my spray booth indoors and everything is in one room, I might be able to make some quicker progress of it. This is the first day I've actually worked on it in a month because of the
Don't
moves.
rush it, bro. Don't rush it.
No, I'm not gonna. But I'm you never know what will happen.
No, I
the
hear you.
hardest
Like-
part is all the planning of the wiring and that stuff. That's what takes the most time. If I was just gonna build it, it wouldn't take long.
I got kits on the way for GBWC with every intention of potentially maybe not making it this year, but that's okay. So
I know Australia is going on right now, so
Yeah.
popping the fuck off.
A lot of good
they probably already have a winner by now, I think, wouldn't they? Because
Uh,
it's already Saturday evening right now, is it? Or Saturday afternoon?
let me scour.
I think they're about
Didn't-
13 hours ahead of us, or am I thinking wrong?
I'm not sure.
So
I saw a video. I saw Ryan San Pedro put up a video. I was working today, and it was probably just after lunch, and I think they said they were just opening their doors. So
Yeah.
It sounded about right, about at least 12 hours or 14 hours ahead. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that James and Craig had gotten their work in there.
Have you seen Josh lately?
Oh my God, with the beard?
Full fucking beard. Oh my God. I saw him. I didn't recognize him. I was like, who the hell is that lumberjack?
Oh, really? I had no idea.
I was blown away. Yeah, Brian was walking through and just doing like a live video, kind of showing us the floor. And he goes, "Hey, what's up, Josh?" I'm like, "Holy, who the fuck is that guy?"
Yeah.
He was putting his entry in the case. It was funny.
All right, so let's see. GBWC 2019 is live. Let's do this. That was 1 hour ago from Kirkmanis from Australia, the Gundam Builders Australia here. I'm just looking in their group, and it doesn't look like there's been any announcement or anything like that.
Huh. Have you seen Aaron Simon's entry?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh, he snuck that in too, because I don't think he posted anything of that. He just kind of goes, "Oh, here's my entry, by the way," and everybody's like, "What the fuck? When were you building that?" Because nobody saw a thing.
Yeah.
Which one was his entry?
It's like it almost looks like a Musha, but it's
But it's like poop,
it's
right?
badass.
It's a 148 Zaku, I think, or maybe even a perfect grade. I'm not
Is
sure.
it that big?
Yeah, it looks big.
Really?
It looks bigger than a master grade for sure.
Wow. And it must be the what do they call it, the
mega size or whatever.
mega size. Yeah, mega size.
Hey, my
Yeah.
kits I ordered today were mega size, so
Yeah, I mean, hey, the bigger the model is, the more visual impact it has.
Freddy's blue balls started out as mega size, and then,
and then Freddie got a hold of them and they cranked them to high grade.
Jesus.
Sorry, Freddie. I don't even know you that well, and I'm throwing mad shade on you, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but no, I really do. Like, I got mad respect for you, Freddie, and like I know that if I ever meet you in person, we'll have a great time and be bad bros. But I'm gonna throw some mad shade on you. Throw it back.
As long as it's funny, I don't care.
Like, yeah, I'm the same boat. Like, yeah, especially if I deserve it. Like, if I pass out on stream, roast the fuck out of me.
that's ever gonna happen
again. Yeah, maybe.
That's ever gonna happen.
Maybe you'd be surprised. I am a surpriser.
Again, who does that?
Yep. What can I
That's
say?
priceless. So good, dude.
Me,
So good.
me.
Fun times.
Yeah, one thing I can already tell you guys: this
I'm
place
just glad
sucks.
I've known you when it happened. That's all.
What's that, Freddie?
This place sucks.
That clay sucks? Why?
It's like it's not bonding together. I have to get some water and try to like smooth it all out.
Have you looked at the silicone putties, like the 2-part silicone putties?
I did not.
So, like,
I should've.
you're just building up with clay right now, right? Like an air dry clay, more or less.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
air directly.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking about for molding your hands. You're looking at the Kodo hands. They're super big. They're mad articulate. You want to retain their shape and their form, but you don't necessarily care too much about the detail because you're going to do a bunch of cool things to it. So there is a type of silicone molding product that is a 2-part, mix it together, but it comes out like a putty. I have all my molds are like 5 blocks away in my storage unit, so I can't pull them out. It's a problem with having like 40 molds. But you can like mix these things together and they don't stick too like strongly, but they produce a good replica of what you're trying to make. So I use them in down in the financial district in Manhattan. I had to climb up, kind of renegade. I had to climb up some construction like barrier of things. Like I had to climb up the scaffolding, and then like got up to the top of this old wrought iron fascia for a bar and tavern, and I made a mold of a finial that was on the outside of the tavern. And I did it with this silicone that I'm telling you about right now.
Yeah.
Very easy to like just at that point I just like mix it up in there like a putty and just kind of squooshed it around and was able to like it cured in 15 minutes, and I pulled it off.
Is that the Poyo putty that you're talking about, Brian, from Smooth On?
It wasn't by Smooth On at all. It was by, I think it was by Reynolds, potentially.
Okay. Okay.
It's one of those things like Smooth On. I'm looking at my microphone. Smooth On does the same kind of thing. With their putties or their 2-part mixing silicones like that, where it's not a pourable but a swooshable. What am I?
I think I've seen those before.
Yeah.
And there's other products that are out there that can be reused that do the same kind of thing, where it's like a 2-part thing. You mix it up. It's like a translucent or semi-sparkly translucent blue that you can make. I've seen people make 40K figures and molds out of 40K figures and stuff. They're super low res, but they're just a simple product that you can squish together, make a mold, do a cast, and if you want to make it into something else, you just heat it up with some water or something, and again, it becomes like malleable. So,
oh yeah, that's the stuff I was gonna use. The Uemaru stuff.
Yeah, exactly, right. That's some cool shit.
Yeah, that's what I was using for the hands because I didn't want to go out and like do a whole silicone mold of it.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, because that's going to get locked into the mold with all of the nooks and crannies anyway. If you try to cast that as one piece. But I'm looking on Smooth On right now, and they make this is called Poyo Putty 40, 2-component mold making putty, and it cures in 30 minutes. So
yeah, right. It cures hella fast.
Yeah, I mean, semi decent detail capture as well. Honestly.
Yeah, it just matters how you can work it into what you're trying to mold and the shape of what you're trying to, replicate. So
yeah,
I was doing some old wrought iron, like finial, like fleur de lis sort of thing, and then I ended up casting. Oh shit! I cast like 3 of them here at the house out of like a black resin, and then I went on site and then glued them in with some of that Scotch weld, the 2-part with like the special gun that you like, and like make this crazy glue that will glue your life to something. Yeah, that stuff is amazing. Scotch weld is freaking amazing. You glue change to the ground and just mess with everybody because they'll never pick it up. You'll never get it on the ground.
Nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any news from Australia just yet. According to Vincent Lewis right now, and it's about 1:30 over there in the afternoon. So it might still be a little bit early for the announcement because I think they usually announce it around 4 or 5. So I think we still have a few more hours to go until they announce the winner and everything. So they're probably in the middle of judging, I would guess, right now, or at least starting judging at this point. So I guess we'll wait and see. So,
all right.
So have you guys seen a lot of the entries?
You can sit and wring our hands.
Whatever was posted on that Facebook group.
They have probably 170, I think they said, entries.
Wow.
Oh, really? Wow.
There's a lot. They were saying it's their biggest yet. So
get fucked, NYC. What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
Yeah, but then we're just all going to vote on which one we like the most, anyways.
Well, sure.
Right, Bandai? Right, Cliff?
Yeah. Well, we'll see about that.
Just say they backed out on Anime Expo. I imagine they'll do the same for New York.
Well, we'll see about that.
Pretty sure
You sound too confident, Tim.
I'm looking at dancing within that lion's den just for grins. So we'll see.
I mean, I'm just entering straight vanilla online. So
no, you totally should, Tim. I think that suits you a bit.
I'll let Kawaguchi and the marketing team judge mine.
Right, you should.
Let experience judge mine. That'll be good.
That's the one thing I liked about Anime Expo. They had
David Clark is so good.
Yeah, like decent judging this year.
Yeah. What did you say, Mike?
I said, but David Clark is such a good judge.
Yeah, and then I sighed deeply.
No. But back to Freddie's point, they did have really good judging at Anime Expo this year.
Yeah, wasn't the writer for Moon one of the judges?
Yes, the manga.
Right? How the heck can you not get a better source for context, and like that's so amazing.
I mean, yeah, especially for Josh's entry, VFX 10 Viper, who won.
He liked that. He liked it so much he might put it into the manga.
Yeah. I saw that on Texas live stream during the judging, or it wasn't the judging, but what was it?
During the awards.
Yeah, the awards ceremony. Thank you, Freddie. Yeah, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I mean, how much better compliment can you get than the writer of the manga that your model was in saying your model's so good he wants to put it in the manga? Like,
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah,
I would have crapped my pants more than Viper was that night.
Dude, it doesn't get more macaroni than that feather in your fucking cap. Like, holy shit.
Seriously, man. But no, I mean, they had, for those of you out there that are watching, they had really good judges there this year. They had Kawaguchi. He flies out for Anime Expo. They had the writer of Moon Gundam, and then two Bandai executives. One is Benji. He's the head of marketing for North America and Europe, and another, probably one from his team, and they're very proficient.
The other one was, I think, one of the higher ups in Sunrise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's president of Sunrise Beyond.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they might have been there for the live action stuff.
Yeah, he mentioned he's the one that made the Build Fighter stuff.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was just somebody from Benji's team because I didn't hear like a name or anything like that.
No, it was a higher up. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, they had some really qualified and good judges. I knocked out my my earbud here, so whoops, sorry about that.
Some heavy hitters, man.
What's that?
Some heavy hitters, man.
Yeah. I mean, some people that knew exactly what the hell they were looking at and what they were doing in terms of judging. So
they opened up the cases and had their heads in it and stuff.
Yeah.
The models, every single like.
Yeah. No, that's what I heard.
That's what you're supposed to do. If you've ever been to any IPMS and seen the judging at that, like that blew my socks off of my feet when I saw that shit from outside my shoes. Like my shoes are still on my feet. I lost my socks. Seeing the IPMS and then like remembering back to seeing GBWC and that fucking cavalcade last year, and I was like,
Nice.
He paused for a second. I thought my internet froze up.
Oh, mine too.
I was like, oh, wait, I didn't get the punchline.
No, you got it. You got it. Wholeheartedly.
That's awesome.
So, Ruslan Bill, he's in the chat. And he says there are some amazing entries, and I wish I knew the builders' names so I could follow them. Freddie, so what was it? VFX 10 Viper won. Josh won first place. He was best of show with his Moon Gundam. Jason Sainami was second, right?
Yeah. Power, or I think
the crazy Turn X with the GPO2 head with the big horns and stuff like that on there.
Yeah.
Who came in third?
Third, I forgot his Instagram. It was that new Gundam.
Yeah.
That really detailed high grade new Gundam.
Yeah.
Was it high grade? I thought it was the real grade.
No, it was the high grade. Real grade isn't out yet.
Real grade's not out. Yeah, it doesn't come out until later this year.
Right.
I just saw the scale and I didn't even realize it wasn't out. So I thought, it must be a real grade.
Then
that's
Emily,
props to the builder then, because it looked that good. Let's put it that way.
Emily's entry won Sunrise Choice Award.
Right. Cyclorian.
The PG Banshee and Unicorn Cloud Diorama.
The Trinity, I think she called it, right?
Yeah, Trinity.
Yeah.
That thing was
huge. I can imagine.
And then forgot what award he won. My Factory Fresh MS on Instagram.
Yeah.
He won with his Turn A Wave.
Which was tight.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Cool.
Surfing on a massive like curly Q of hot glue.
And the cow. I love
Yes,
the cow.
of course.
Even Kawaguchi said that during the presentation. He said he loved the cow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so on the nose, like, and such a wink, in a way. But at the same time, like, nobody would get it, but at the same time, like, they could be like, "Oh, look, a cute little cow." But,
Yeah, right. Kyle H in the chat said Factory Fresh MS won the Gooch Award.
There you go. Yeah.
The Gooch Award. I want to win the Gooch Award.
someday, right?
Sounds like a great award. The Gooch Award.
The Gooch Award.
Yeah.
Gooch.
I'd be into
Sign my award, Gooch.
it.
Jesus. But yeah, so I think all in all, Anime Expo, pretty good judging and everything like that. So
Yeah, I agree.
some decent entries.
There were a lot more entries than I thought there would be.
Really, how many were there? Do you know?
I think it was like 17 or 18 total.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them entered
Actually, not.
because I entered mine like a week before, and it was only entry number 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that was related to the BS with Bluefin, or what is it?
That's not that many at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm guessing that's why they made it open. They took away the online voting thing,
Oh,
Yeah.
and they extended the entry cutoff by like another 10 days.
It was a retarded idea to begin with. Anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're getting many entries per competition. To be honest with you.
interesting. I know that one that went down in New Jersey, at like a hobby town or something.
Yeah.
There was just like 5
There
entries.
were 5. Yeah.
Right. And the guy that won it, like, he's a very skilled builder, and that this makes sense. But it kind of makes you wonder. There's a Kinokuniya event that happens on July 27th
Yeah.
that I found out on Wednesday night from Julio, our like mutual friend.
Right.
And that was like new to me. Like I hadn't heard anything about that at all until Julio said something to me.
Oh,
So it makes me
yeah.
wonder who the F is gonna enter a kit into that build. Like,
Yeah.
where's the representation there? So like, yeah, Bandai was, or not Bandai, but Bluefin was like, oh, we're gonna spread it out and lighten the load and and they're like, throw all this shit into obscure corners of society and not promote it. And it's like, who the fuck do you expect?
Well, and I saw, I forget what night it was. It was one night last week, and Julio Clippin' Nubs was on. I think with George, Old School Gunpla, and I think he was talking about finding out about that day or something like that, and he was talking about just swinging down there, entering for shits and giggles, and seeing if he could pull it off, because he didn't think anybody else would swing down there because nobody knew about it.
Exactly. He was saying that to me, and I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, what can I build in a week and a half and throw in there?
Yeah.
Like, but it's not worth it. I mean, it's so fucked up. It's like, it's not even worth it. Like, I'm not going to produce something good. Even if I win, it's a hollow victory. Like, what the fuck, I mean,
yeah.
Where's the promotion? Where's the support? Where's the intention? Like, what the fuck are you actually trying to do aside from cover your own shite ass for not being able to fucking cover your own event? Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a little bit salty, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
From what I read, it's all on the store owners to pick the judges and run the contest.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, I mean, granted, it seems like most of the stores, like the hobby towns and stuff, most of them seem like they're pretty dedicated to having a quality event.
Well, they're like of the same kind of like IPMS mind, at least in my opinion. That's what I get from that. Like, those guys are used to a real, honestly judged model building competition. Yeah.
Well, like the one in Richmond is coming up August 17th. Me and Justin are going down there, and they wanted it to be this big event. that, you know, people, even if you're not participating in GBWC, just come out and have fun, hang out, talk shop, you know, and just see the sights, right? So they're throwing a lot of effort into it, and you know, it's kind of exciting, you know.
Awesome. That sounds great. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want for these types of things, right? I mean,
yeah,
half the fun is just going and seeing people and talking to your friends that you haven't seen in, you know, months or the past year, and just
whatever. Like last year at GBWC is when I met you, Tim. It's when I met Robo. It's when I met Geo. It's when I met Nerd. It's when I met like everybody, you know. Like for me, I'm a nobody, but I'm in a hub, but I'm still that guy in the corner doing the things.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, like Anime NYC last year was a shit. It was an absolute shit convention. And after that, I vowed I'd never go back to it. But yeah, I mean, I met everybody there. I just, you know, it was amazing. It was awesome. I loved it. So that for me is at least half of the experience of GBWC, is the camaraderie and the friendships and stuff like that, and just hanging out and just talking about, you know, the mutual love of the hobby. So
yeah, that's the most fun part for me.
What's that?
That's the most fun part for me.
Yeah, and I think for most people, you know, that are in their right minds, it probably is. You know. But
what do you mean?
I think Bandai kind of lost sight of that. I mean, you look at Australia, right? Look at the quality of models that they have going on there right now.
Intense.
But beyond that, if you're part of the Gumball Builders Australia Facebook group, and you don't have to be from Australia to be a part of it, because I am.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not fucking Australian.
True.
You know, I will watch, you know, Ryan's live feeds and James' live feeds and Taz and Craig's and Aaron's and Josh's and all of those guys. You know, and they're having fucking fun, every single one of them, and it doesn't matter who came in first, who got second. How many times, you know, James got second or whatever, man, it's just a party for them. And, you know, winning the top spot is just icing on the cake that weekend. And that's how it should be.
Did you get invited to the after party, Tim?
Oh yeah, everybody did, but
so I was gonna say, so did I. So that's good.
I don't have another 10 grand to get down there and back.
Yeah. I don't have enough frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, right. Shit. I wish I did.
Impossible.
But yeah, it's, you know, and that's the camaraderie, the friendships, the talking, the interacting. That's the important thing, I think, for GBWC. And you know what? I think that's where Bluefin dropped the ball. So hopefully they'll learn.
I absolutely agree with you, Tim. That's where, you know, like I hung out with Geo and Rocco that whole damn day. Yeah. And it was a great day. And that's my hometown. That's my city. Like, I hung out with people from not my city in my home city and had a great time. Like, I didn't expect it. You know, it really, really nice.
Yeah. One of those things, you know?
True.
Hopefully it can only get better. Fingers crossed.
Amen.
But you know what? That's why we have things like SCGMC.
Yeah. And NCGMC coming up, right? Maybe.
Up, yeah. That's next year.
Yeah. Maybe
so.
make a trip down.
Hell yeah. I would definitely go to that.
Yeah, it's on our coast.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like an 8-hour drive for me, so it's like nothing.
I'm up north, so it's a flight. But
you wouldn't drive down?
I would. I don't own a car, first and foremost.
Oh well, shit, never mind. Yeah, I mean, you're in New York. You don't need a car, do you?
Yeah, no, I haven't had a car in 15 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I skate everywhere. I honestly, I
Jesus.
travel by skateboard. I travel 6 miles a day, 3 to 3 from my shop in New York City traffic.
Oh, and it's probably quicker that way too.
Are you kidding me? I can travel
Yeah.
like 15 minutes, 3 miles, 15 minutes because I'm fast as fuck. Or it would be an hour and change by train. Like, no,
Yeah.
and I gotta pay for the train. So I'm just not gonna be part of congestion. I'm just gonna do my thing.
Jesus.
A little ninja flying through traffic.
Now wait a minute. So
Big ninja, but yeah.
I have to ask. You didn't happen to break your a skateboard last year around the convention time, did you?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. That wasn't you then.
No, I haven't broken a skateboard in long ass time.
Dude,
Yeah.
we drove up for Anime NYC last year.
Yeah.
My wife's driving, and we're in the middle of New York traffic, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're in the rightmost lane. We're about to turn, and the skateboarder, out of nowhere, wipes out, loses his board. It goes in the street under our tire, and all you hear is pop crack. And we just keep going, and I look in the rear view mirror, and the guy's like this, like, "Oh, what the fuck?
Your fault, guy.
Totally violating the law."
Like it's your fault, right?
Yeah.
Hey, dumbass, you're the one that just
Yeah,
Yeah.
threw your
exactly.
skateboard under my car.
And that is like the rule. That is like the unwritten rule that like all real skateboarders of New York know and live by.
Yeah.
But the transient squad, the people that float in and out of the city don't get with their little electric skateboards and all that shit. They're like, what the fuck, bro? It's like, what the fuck, bro? What? Like, you
They're
not know how to
boosted
read
boards?
traffic? Do you not know how to are you not cognizant beyond your 5-foot bubble, Junior? Like, you gotta
Junior.
look with the world exists in 360 degrees around you at all fucking times. You are gonna die.
Right?
Don't fuck off. Like, you
Dude.
gotta pay attention to something other than your Twitter feed. You
Yeah,
gotta
Double,
do something, you know.
dumbass award goes to.
Darwin will catch you. I don't want to see you in a book, but I will laugh.
Yeah. Dude, I'm live streaming on Instagram right now, riding through New York. Look at me.
I've done that. I have done that. I have live streamed while riding through New York on my skateboard.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it was a short feed. But yes, all the same. We all make
It's a short
mistakes. We all make drastic mistakes. Don't do it.
Nice. Oh, man. Yeah, so I had to ask. Because if that was you, I would have felt bad. I would have been like, oh, shit.
We're good. Even if it was me, I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I would
Don't
have
wanna be
deserved
that.
it, bro.
Oh, man. Good times. Good
Always.
times. Yeah, and so it seems like everybody's coming out for SCGMC this year. Looks like Donnie, Art Inc. by DB, and Julio Clippin' Nubs is coming out. Kyle H. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fucking wild.
Oh
Once
yeah.
again, I'm gonna be the odd man out, but that's
We're
all right.
actually we're looking for a bigger place to have an after party now.
Oh shit! Not the Mexican restaurant.
No, like an actual after party.
Oh.
We
I
get a
got you.
hall and
I'm
do
gonna
shit?
copy Australia.
Like a party.
Yeah,
I got you.
but we'll see. We'll see what we figure out.
Like
That's
for grown people.
Grown ass motherfuckers. I gotta get my wife excited about this. I bet she would have a great time with all of her fellow nerds out there.
Oh,
she,
dude,
she just doesn't understand yet. She's getting there.
You just got to be careful with the liability.
Yeah,
Get
that's what we're
some-
Oh, for the
Some-
that? Yeah.
Get some underage fucker in there all plowed.
No,
Yeah.
man,
no, we'll card.
I'll bounce that door. I don't give a fuck.
Freddie was just like, I didn't know she was 15. I swear.
Freddie was wrong.
I used to bounce that
She liked my bear guys.
Coaxed her in with his bear guys.
She wanted to see my blue balls.
Great
None of
fact.
my beer guys are cute though.
Oh God.
Factor.
Too much.
All right, so you guys have thrown me some shade about having all this hair. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You getting it cut off?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I can't give you shit after I saw Josh's beard.
Oh, dude.
Crap, dude.
Well,
That guy needs to shave that shit off.
what about
Yeah.
Joel's beard? Joel's got that mountain man beard.
I
feel
mean,
like
He's had it though. Josh is. I didn't even see him for the last few months, and I was like, "What the fuck is that guy?"
well, it's cold as shit down there right now.
That's true. It is.
So-
it is winter. And
It's keeping them warm, I guess, right?
is it really cold?
Yeah. Well,
I
for
know,
them,
I know it's winter, but it's
For Australia.
Australia. It's got to be.
it's like in the 40s and 50s, basically.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
it's a typical
Bitter.
morning around
Oh,
here.
it's bitter cold. It got within 10 degrees of freezing.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to think they're used to like 200-degree weather in fucking summer, though. You know,
It's very true.
and they love that shit.
Every insect can kill you.
Yeah.
Throw another shrimp on the bobby.
Right.
Lift up a rock, and you can die.
Yeah. Yeah. You fucking look at a rodent wrong and it kills you. You know.
baby. Yeah, but you were fucking off, you just kind of deserved it.
Oh my God, it's fun. All right, boys. It's midnight. Let's
Yeah,
wrap this
so-
one up. Yeah.
It's the witching hour.
Yeah. So not too bad for only the four of us tonight.
Hey,
Yeah.
you did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had a few glitches. My internet screwed up a few times, but
Hey,
Yeah.
mine
Settle.
left off too. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. It just needed
Well,
to settle
I
down.
figured out though that I can just disconnect and connect right away without actually losing the call and come right back in and not even didn't even look like I was gone. That's
See, there you go.
The more you know.
Did that a couple times.
Nice. Nice. All right, cool deal. Let's do the final plugs here and let's wrap this puppy up. Brian, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Hi, everybody. 1 second here. I'll make it just me, and me, myself, and I. Hey, what's up? Wow, super chiaroscuro. Call me Caravaggio. You can find me on all of the interwebs at Bro Builder. On YouTube every Wednesday. I do a live stream with my buddy Paul, where we just hang out at the workbench and talk about what's going on within the community and what we're building right now. AMA, ask questions, answer questions, BS, blah blah blah, yada yada, sis boom bada. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I have a great time always being here. I just got to say I'm glad to once again finish stream awake, and I love you all very much.
It's awesome.
Oh man, excellent. Thank you, Brian.
So
Appreciate
fun.
it, buddy.
Cheers.
All right, Freddie, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Hey, I'm Freddie Was Wrong everywhere. Websites freddywaswrong.com or technicalman.info.
Was that tentacleman.ninfo?
.info.
Oh, just saying. All right.
I wish there was an info.
I bet there is.
You check that out. We have SCGMC November 9th in Pomona, California. Get more info on that at thosegundamguys.org. We'll be at Sabaton in end of August. I forgot the exact date.
August
that's-
30th to September 2nd.
So that should be fun. We'll see what pounds we can crash over there. The EV panel. We'll see.
All of them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's basically it.
Awesome. Somebody earlier in the chat said some Japanese porn company is going to contact you about the Tentacle Man info URL. I'm sure that.
Because technicalman.com wasn't taken actually.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. What about that?
I just didn't want to spend $16 on it.
Oh, jeez. You cheapskate.
That's fun.
Cheap
That's fair,
date
though.
tentacle porn jacket.
Yeah. That's fair. Awesome. Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, Mikey. Where can everybody find you, man?
Oh, this is Mikey Wine, Pacific Northwest. You can find me on Facebook as Gundamonium, on Instagram as Gundamonium Works, and yeah, I'm building a big ass kit. That's about it. But
Nice.
I'm going to California in November for sure. That's the deal. We're going to be storming SCGMC for the first time in a couple of years. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Good stuff,
Good
man.
times. Good times. Glad I'm finally back up and running again.
There you go. Feel good?
Oh, yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun tonight.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Always. All right. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into Mechanism episode 9 here. My name is Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. You know where to find me all over the place. Like Freddie said, I'm going to be at Sabaton Con at the end of September and August. I'll be at SCGMC. I'll be at, what is it, the New Type Build Con after that. And, yeah, fun times. So until next time, tune in Monday. And we'll pick up the stream. We'll continue working on the Zaku here. And in another 2 weeks, we'll have another episode of Mechanism. Hopefully, it'll be more than the 4 of us.
I thought we did good. What are you talking about?
You motherfuckers that dropped out at the last second.
Yeah, Tex, I'm looking at you.
And Joel.
I'm glad you said it first because I was
What are you
going
doing,
to
Chris?
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry.
All right. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, having fun with us, hanging out tonight, and we'll see you next time. So until Monday, guys, be safe, build something cool, and yeah, have a great weekend. See you guys.
Enjoy the hobby.
See you next time.